Heyo, Greg Branos here for the Coach Speak Index. It is Friday afternoon. We are ripping a Ball Mania 6 draft on Underdog and brought out the big guns today to help me. My guest is the co-founder of Establish the Run. He is not just a legend in the industry. He is the big dog. Evan Silva, welcome.
Greg, it's so good to be with you, man. I've been a massive admirer of your work at Coach Speak Index for the last several years. I mean, it's become one of the most valuable, if not the most valuable tool in all of fantasy football. You're crushing it, dude, and it's good to be with you. I can't wait to do this draft.
Thanks, man. So happy to have you on. I know this would be a dream for a lot of people to have Evan Silva on to draft with them, and absolutely the case with me. We're going to go ahead and jump into a draft. 20-second shot clock, the only fast draft shot clock entering now. If you want to get in, and I'll get it up on
screen. I wish we had a little bit more time on the shot clock.
That would be nice.
Between picks, but
Underdog, let's get like an influencer shot clock here. Just
right.
Special.
A solid, minute and a half would be great.
Yeah. Or 8 hours. 8
hours.
Live stream slow draft, but it's actually.
Oh, that sounds like a freaking nightmare, actually.
All right, waiting on 6 people. I'll get the screen up here. And how many BBM? You've done some.
I haven't done many. I did 2 last night. I got Jahmyr Gibbs in both of them.
Ooh.
But I've been working, I've been getting all my content ready, and I'm ready to dive in though.
We're doing it.
One of the things, like, you test your rankings against your confidence when you're on the clock. That's a big thing for me. I wind up tweaking my rankings after almost every draft that I do.
Yeah. It is super interesting to be on the clock and have that guy that's like always staring at you at the top of your queue, but like you're not taking him every time. And it's not necessarily even like an exposure thing of like, oh, let me grab some more of this guy. It's like, this is maybe a guy that I might drop in the rankings just like a little bit. Like I don't truly have the confidence of where I ranked them. We get the 3rd pick in this draft. This is wait, it says the 3rd pick. Okay, yeah, there we go. That's showing the 18th round for some reason. Yeah, we have the 3rd pick. So we are very much in Jahmyr Gibbs range. And tell the people who are living under a rock and don't know where you have Jahmyr Gibbs ranked.
I have Jahmyr Gibbs ranked number 1 overall.
Right.
I think that the new coordinator, John Morton's going to streamline the offense, not be so distributive as Ben Johnson was. And I think that he's going to go, he's going to feature the most explosive players. I think that this is a situation like Jamal Charles, Thomas Jones, Chris Johnson, Lendale White. I think that Dave Montgomery still brings some value, but I think that Jahmyr Gibbs people will consider him the best running back in the NFL after this season.
He's so explosive. And John Morton in a presser about a month or so ago, and he was talking about Jameson Williams, also chimed in at the same time on Jahmyr Gibbs, saying like these guys go from 0 to 100 just instantly. All right, we're on the clock. You want to go Gibbs here?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Jahmyr Gibbs, welcome to the squad.
Love it.
What so you're in Chicago. Is there like a lot of energy, a lot of palpable energy in the air about Ben Johnson and the team this year?
Oh my God, yeah. Chicago has a lot of sports teams, but there is no question that the people here, and I didn't grow up here, I've lived here for 20 years, but the people here collectively, their favorite sports team is the Bears, for sure, despite the fact that the Bears have not been good in a very long time. The people here love the Bears.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're begging for a good Bears team. I think it'll be really interesting this year to see how Caleb Johnson functions in that offense, because Ben Johnson and their new offensive coordinator, Declan Doyle, have been talking a lot about how Caleb Williams has been playing almost exclusively in shotgun, like since high school, and their offense.
They do under center play action.
Yes, under center, and they're saying, like, we want to run under center. We want him to get comfortable and accustomed to this, and we're going to try it out during training camp, and hopefully it takes. If it doesn't, like, we're going to have to pivot. But very, very clear that they want him to work a lot under center.
It's funny. Kurt Warner would come on the radio all the time last year, and he would talk about that teams need to put their rookie quarterbacks under center and run play action, because that's, play action is a cheat code. I mean, and so, I mean, I think that Caleb Williams, he should be great at it. If he doesn't, I mean, if he isn't, that's a problem. But he should be great at it. I mean, his skill set is.
Sorry, we're on the clock here. Jonathan Taylor, Bucky Irving, Tyreek Hill, T. Higgins, Josh Jacobs, Chase Brown, Marvin Harrison.
Shoot, you're gonna. I don't. I mean, I like who's at the top here.
John. We got T. Higgins.
All right. I just got a phone call and everything's happening. We got 20 seconds. I mean, I love Chase Brown in terms of guys that we could get next, and then we wouldn't have to draft a running back for a long time, and we could get that Bengals stack going.
That's right. And the guy who picked Burrow at 101 will have no chance to get him back in that, like, I think 6th round, or is that 5th round when it's coming back there?
I got a phone call from friggin' John Daigle, who, by the way, never answers my phone calls to him.
Oh, we're back on the clock.
Chase Brown.
Let's do it. Yeah, you're a big Chase Brown guy.
Huge.
I think you have him RB5. Is that correct?
That sounds about right. RB5 or 6. Yeah. Because I have him behind Devon Achane, and I think I have Achane 5.
What was that before the Jonnu trade? Yeah. I mean, Achane now after the Jonnu trade looks even.
Oh, he looks better. So hot, because those guys kind of, the way that Jonnu was used is kind of similar to the ways that they can use Devon Achane. It's just the offense should be so condensed with Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, and Devon Achane. Like, we know where the ball is going to go in the mind. It just makes it easy on us in fantasy. It's not like the Bills where they play like 4 or 5 wide receivers, 2 tight ends, 3 running backs. You kind of never know where the ball is going to go. Like, we know where the ball is going to go in the Miami offense.
Right. Yeah. It's not a everybody eats motto like they have in Buffalo. And I mean, I feel like the offensive line in Miami isn't going to be that much better than it was last season, which makes you think that, they're going to do a lot of the shorter stuff again. Right? They're not going to have time to really kind of chuck it.
Yeah, they did trade up in the 2nd round for the kid out of Arizona. I can't pronounce his name.
He's
guard.
He's a guard. Yeah. But I mean, losing Teron Armstead and the games that he was available to play for them. I mean, losing a tackle of that magnitude is a big deal. And the guy replacing him, Patrick Paul, has not looked that good.
Huge dude, though, man. If he becomes good,
we're on the clock. Jameson Williams is available. I know you're a big JMO guy, and
that gives us access to the Lions stack a little bit,
sir.
I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
All right, rocking and rolling here. Starting off, Jahmyr Gibbs, Chase Brown, T. Higgins, Jameson Williams.
When do we start thinking about Joe Burrow?
I think when it comes back in the 6th round, that's right around where his ADP is.
Okay,
and that's where you see all the complaining online of, oh, I got sniped. Look at this. I set it up so perfectly with Jamar and T. Higgins and Trey McBride, and Burrow always goes like a pick or 2 before that. One pick away.
DJ Moore is a tough one. Oh, we're back up.
Yep, we're back up now. DJ Moore, Cortland Sutton, Kenneth Walker, Jalen Waddle, who I know you're big on. Travis Hunter, Zay Flowers.
Yeah. I'm good with any of these guys.
You want to rip Waddle here?
Sure.
All right. Good start here. Yeah, going back to the Chase Brown thing. Man, I was actually putting together stuff for the like AFC, NFC previews that I'll be doing, and just getting all the coach speak from the Discord on Chase Brown, and it's, oh my God, it's incredible. It's so good for him. Dan Pitcher, the offensive coordinator, saying he thinks he's a top 10 back in the league, which guys will say that about their guys, but when you look at how much they're talking about him and the things that they're saying about him, that he has forced our hand to get him involved in this offense. Like Zach Taylor saying he's edged his way in with Jamar Chase and T Higgins as a guy that, like, we just have to give him the ball. And with that offense, like how dangerous they are in the pass game makes things a little bit easier in the run game. And Dan Pitcher saying that, hey, like, people are going to have to pick their poison against us. If they want to drop back and play against Jamar and T, then all right, fine. We see these light boxes, like, we're going to give it to Chase Brown.
It's another offense that's really concentrated. You know, it's I mean, you got Gesicki. They really don't have any kind of an established third receiver, though. I guess Gesicki would be that guy. But we know where the ball is going to go in the Cincinnati offense. We know their defense is garbage. I mean, they can't get that thing fixed. Is Shamar Stephen going to go back to is he going to go back to Texas A&M? Like,
yeah, it's really crazy with these second round rookies.
Yeah.
Right now, only 2 of them signed. Joe Burrow does get sniped from us a little bit earlier here, but that's fine. We adjust. And we'll be okay. Coming up on our pick here at number 70, ADP wise, it's Jordan Addison, Jerry Jeudy. All right, now it's Addison, Montgomery, Jacoby Myers, Ricky Pearsall. I know you're a Ricky Pearsall guy. You want to take him?
Huge Ricky Pearsall.
Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, there are guys in our chat that are in the draft. I mean,
yeah,
it kind of prevents us from wanting to be aggressively talk about guys that we might take.
Right. We'll have to start, giving some red herrings. Oh man, you know what guy I love here is Travis Etienne.
Yeah, right. All right, so we got Pearsall.
We did get Pearsall. We're about to be back on the clock here. David Montgomery, Jacoby Myers, Isaiah Pacheco, Matthew Golden, Jaden Reed.
I'd be fine with Jaden Reed.
Okay. We don't get sniped.
Jacoby Myers is a good pick. He's just not sexy at all.
He's not sexy. He's just taking Reed here, right?
Yeah.
All righty. Yeah, not a sexy pick. Just he's just a consistent, reliable.
Games with double-digit targets last year.
Now he gets a QB upgrade.
Yeah,
it's an offensive coordinator and head coach upgrade, an upgrade in pace. Very, very likely. These Chip Kelly offenses are just like, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, who knows if like Jack Besh or Dante Thornton becomes a thing there in Vegas? Like, maybe it just ends up being where it's Bowers and Myers are the only two like real reliable pass catchers there. Jacoby Myers is a game. Not sure what that comment.
I don't know what that means.
Alluding to. I don't know, but but he wanted to be heard, and we'll just make him heard. If you want to add an addendum to that, SPL Bree, feel free. Oh.
Oh.
Okay. So all right. He clarified.
Well, no, we have two potential explanations.
Yeah. So somebody else speculated GAM, grown ass man. But Bree said gamer.
No,
Yeah.
the
Okay.
gamer.
He is a gamer. Yeah.
We don't want gamers on our fantasy football team. We
Right.
want them out, grinding.
Yeah. We don't want like guys who are good in the locker room. What a coach said. Ben, I think it was Ben Johnson recently. Like he was asked about Cole Kmet. He was like, so intelligent, so good in the locker room, just a great guy to be around. I was like, okay, drafting his.
We're not drafting him.
They asked him about a player, and he's talking about the guy like he's prospectively dating his daughter. Back on the clock here. TJ Hawkinson is available here. He's at the top ADP wise. Jaylen Warren. I know you're big on Jaylen Warren. Either of those guys strike.
I want Hawkinson.
Yes. I've been trying to get some more Hawkinson.
Nice
in this range. I think he fits really well with a couple, like whether you're doing kind of like double tight end in this range or just like taking Hawkinson now and then
we are now rooting for Jordan Addison to face a lengthy suspension.
Yeah, that would be nice. That would help us out. One pick away.
I mean, Justin Fields kind of goes with any build.
Yes, he does.
I say we take him.
I am 1,000% down for Justin Fields. Got 14% right now in Best Ball Mania. All right, confirmed. Taking Justin Fields. All right, quick look at our team right now. Justin Fields, Jahmyr Gibbs, Chase Brown, T. Higgins, Jamison Williams, Jalen Waddle, Ricky Pearsall, Jaden Reed, TJ Hawkinson. My God, man, I feel like we're cooking.
We are cooking.
Emerald Lagasse style, just like bam after bam here in the pod.
Like Guy Fieri, dude, just out here cooking.
Mm-hmm. This is the number one Flavor Town team. You won't see a team more succulent than the one we are feasting on right now. All right.
Yeah. In the two drafts I did last night, I think I got Fields in at least one of them. I might have got him in both, but he's definitely one of the best values on the board. I saw that his ADP the other day was like quarterback 12.
Mm-hmm.
I have him quarterback 7. I have him right next to Mahomes. It's hard for me to rank Justin Fields ahead of Patrick Mahomes. And I do think that Mahomes is going to have a good year, but he's right there. I have Mahomes quarterback 6 and Fields quarterback 7.
Wow. That's like a pretty aggressive ranking for Fields, at least like relative to the industry. But yeah, the upside is so big there. Obviously, like the legs, they've been talking about, how much they want to run the ball. They upgraded this offensive line, like very, very, very good offensive line now, especially if Membu ends up being just like the hoss that he thinks he can be.
The O-line could be nasty.
Yeah.
Dude, in 2022, Justin Fields ran for 1,134 yards and 8 touchdowns.
Dude,
I mean, he's done it before.
Yeah. I see what you've done for others, Justin Fields, and I'm asking that you do that for us. We're about to be back on the clock. Rashad Bateman, Drake May, Jared Goff.
Is it golf time? I mean, and then we're done with quarterback?
It could be golf time here. Yeah, with the the JMO and the Gibbs. I mean, if we wanted to, I feel like we could maybe push it.
Yeah, I think we should push it.
All right.
I like Christian Kirk a little bit. I like Tucker Kraft.
Okay. Kraft would give us a nice teammate stack and give us outs for like Jordan Love as well.
Okay.
And I also feel like with Tucker Kraft, like we could be done at tight end there with him and Hawkinson.
Yeah. Tucker Kraft.
God, he's so good. And
I know.
Well, okay, so Goff gets.
It's like the most underrated tight end in the league.
Yeah. Back on the clock. If we want Jordan Love, but they're and any of these guys.
Any of those guys, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fine with any of those guys. I mean, we have McCarthy for the Hawkinson.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's do Love here and just bank on
Okay.
Green Bay.
Yeah, that's cool.
Returning to a little bit more, not an air raid offense, but just like passing more than they did last year. We saw the injuries to Jordan Love, kind of changed how they could run the offense, right? Wasn't as mobile. And I think last year was the year that they had to use Malik Willis for a couple games, right? But they have.
He was hurt all year. I mean, Jordan Love was hurt all year,
right? And with Tucker Kraft, I mean, just so much good coach speak, player speak. The metrics are incredible. Led the NFL in yak among tight ends last season. Matt LaFleur has called two guys an animal before. One was Josh Jacobs. The other is Tucker Kraft.
Nice.
Jaden Reed, by the way, he called a war daddy a couple seasons ago.
Like it. Love it.
We've got those guys on our side here.
I just want to shout out Adam Bear in the chat. I think he's writing Proverbs in here. Just because you think someone shouldn't do something doesn't mean it should be illegal. Thank you for clearing that up. Thank you, Adam. Shout out, bro.
Legalized marijuana guy there.
Oh, is that what that is?
No.
It's legal here in Illinois, man. I mean, people are just walking down the street getting
high
all day long.
Is it recreational or medicinal?
Oh, I don't know. They're smoking it though.
Well, I mean, it's like they say, if you got them, smoke them.
Right.
I'm sure they're taxing the hell out of marijuana. Like,
oh yeah,
like they're starting to tax sports betting. There, got that.
Yeah, we're a little concerned about that.
Well, is the concern that they're just gonna kind of ramp it up even more? I mean, because
they're gonna tax people on their losses essentially.
Oh, the kind of like national thing. Yeah. They have to change that. I think somebody just introduced sponsored.
That's what we're hoping for.
Yeah, that'd be nice. We are on.
Yeah, I mean, we need some RBs. I mean, Trey Benson, I think is nice.
Okay, let's do Benson. Absolutely. Yeah, if something were to happen to James Conner,
old,
yes, who has missed games before in his career, I think as long as Conner is healthy, like he's going to be a workhorse for them. But having
Trey Benson was the 66th overall pick in the draft in 2024. Some people that I respect thought he was the best running back in that draft. I think he's got some upside.
Good in the pass game as well. About to be back on the clock. Running back wise, Austin Eckler.
Yeah,
at the top here. I think he could be a good fit.
I agree.
Yeah, you want to go ahead and take him?
Sure.
Any guesses on Austin Eckler's snap percentage last season, Evan? For the game.
52%.
52%.
Bang! Are you serious?
Yes.
Get out of here.
That was incredible. Let me
unbelievable.
Let me look up exactly. It was like, I believe it was 52 point something percent last season.
Unbelievable.
52.5%.
Wow.
Nailed it. That was incredible, Evan. This guy knows ball here. All right. Here we go.
Yeah, I like that pick because he can give us some standalone value. You know.
Yes, yeah, he can, and gets a like they liked using him at the goal line, which is always very, very big. Using him in the pass game, we love that. For half PPR, Jeremy says this is one of the better guest drafts that have been built thus far. This guy.
I say after this, we just go out on the town and just spend the winnings.
May as well
wait? Why wait?
Let's get a boat.
Let's get a boat. Let's get a couple of boats and race them.
Yeah. Let's have a yacht race. Let's have our own America's Cup on the Chicago River. We'll invite the Dave Matthews Band along.
Oh my gosh.
Little deep Chicago lore there. All right. Well, we're back on the clock. And Jack Besh, Tank Bigsby, Pat Bryant.
Man, Tank Bigsby was all right last year. I just, I have very low. I mean, I don't know.
You want to?
Will Shipley. Let's do Will Shipley.
Oh, shit.
Bang. Get him.
Did I get it? Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Oh. Woo. The fingers are working today. Quick. Well, fast draw McGraw got us home there. Yeah, the Will Shipley case, man. If anything happens to Saquon Barkley, and he may even have some standalone value, right? In like blowout games.
Yeah.
Where they know like, hey, we gave Barkley all these touches last year. Let's maybe take a little bit off of his plate this year. They shipped off Kenneth Gainwell, who they absolutely loved.
Yeah, they cleared the deck for Will Shipley.
Yeah,
back clear cut. He's maybe one of the he's one of the best handcuffs that you can get.
Back on the clock here, Besh, Pat Bryant, Demario Douglas, Roshan Johnson.
I'm fine with Roshan, Dylan Sampson, Jasicki.
All right, I've been wanting to take a little more Sampson now, not just because, and that is who we take here, not just because
Dylan Sampson. Okay.
Yeah. Not just because of the Quinshon Judkins stuff that's going on right now. Like who knows if he does get suspended. I would think we're looking at like maybe 3 games. Like if this case kind of keeps pressing forward and not like retracted or anything like that. I mean, we know that the Browns aren't going to do any punishments of their own or like any extra punishments with like, Deshaun Johnson, Mike Hall, Kareem Hunt. Like they have no problem bringing low character guys into the building and playing them.
Well, their owner is a low character guy, so it's part of the culture in Cleveland.
Haslam, the owner?
Yeah, Jimmy Haslam. Yeah, he owned some trucking company like Love's. It wasn't Love's, but it was one of those. And he told all the truckers that would go through that they would get rebates on their gas when they went through, and they never paid back the rebates.
Oh,
I mean, he was like under investigation via the FBI and stuff like that. Like, he is a bad person. Jimmy Haslam is a bad person.
I mean, at least do a like Nathan Fielder type thing and offer the rebate, but just make it exceedingly difficult to actually make them go on a 10-hour hike and camping trip.
Yeah, Pilot Flying J is what it was. You know what that is? That trucking company or that like a truck stop.
Oh, I thought you were making a reference to Nathan Fielder as a pilot now.
No. Let's drop it. Let's move on.
Wavelength right now.
We need to close out with some wideouts here. We only have 5.
All right. I've got.
Yeah, I mean,
we're on the clock. De'Ami Brown.
I kind of like DeAndre Hopkins to score like 8 touchdowns.
Sure.
All
Let's take D-Hop.
I mean, I think he's going to be a starter with Bateman and Zay Flowers.
So Todd Monken, their offensive coordinator, recently said like last year we had Nelson Aguilar and he was like a third receiver, and we see like DeAndre Hopkins is like a third, like he's like one of our starters. And John Harbaugh talking about, like, they asked him, what do you see in him? And he said, like, I see him as a big bodied contested catch receiver for us, which, you know, near the red zone, at least that could be awesome. Back on the clock, receivers here, Dante Thornton, Calvin Austin, Calvin Austin.
I mean, I think he's the number 2 receiver technically in Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't there some coach speak on that?
I actually can't remember. I'm completely good with taking him here, though.
He's fast.
To take him. He is fast. There's I mean, like, who are the other receivers there in Pittsburgh? Besides, you know, obviously
Robert Woods. They have Robert Woods.
Oh, disgusting. Disgusting.
Well, they have like 9 playable tight ends. I mean, they've got Jonnu Smith, Pat Freiermuth, and Darnell Washington.
My God. The amount of 13 personnel they're going to run this year through the roof. There's some big boys. Thing is, though, like, Jonnu can't block. Like, he'll be the pass catching guy there. Yeah, with the Steelers, like that wide receiver 2, 3 beyond, like, kind of nasty. Same thing with the Jets, man. Like, what beyond Garrett Wilson? It's Josh Reynolds. It's who's the rookie? Arian Smith, I think, is the rookie.
Yeah, I think it's Josh Reynolds.
Yeah,
because he knows Tanner Engstrand from Detroit.
Right. Aaron Glenn was actually talking up Reynolds, saying if you don't block, you don't get the rock. Josh Reynolds, incredible blocker. I'm looking forward to him winning these one-on-one matchups down the field like he did in Detroit. So definitely makes you think that he's going to be wide receiver 2 there. It's just a question of, like, how much production, right? Like, how many opportunities does he get there in that offense?
For our build here, I mean, are we going to force another receiver here? Or see, like, man, you know, I kind of like Brashard Smith, but we have 6 running backs.
We are back on the clock. I'd be fine with Brashard Smith. We can look at receivers real quick to see if they're. I mean, like, Tutu Atwell, I think, will run a bunch of routes.
Yeah, all right. Then let's say
I'll go Tutu. Okay. Rams run 3 receiver sets at a very high rate. Last year, I think, was the first year in a couple that they weren't first overall in that, but they were, you know, like a fairly close second or third. And Sean McVay has already said that Tutu Atwell is gonna get a lot of run this year. They gave him a 1-year, $10 million contract, I believe. And all right, let's take a look at our team that we drafted here. At quarterback, Justin Fields and Jordan Love. Running back, Jahmyr Gibbs, Chase Brown, Trey Benson, Austin Eckler, Will Shipley, Dylan Sampson. Wide receiver, T. Higgins, Jamison Williams, Jalen Waddle, Ricky Pearsall, Jaden Reed, DeAndre Hopkins, Calvin Austin, Tutu Atwell. And at tight end, TJ Hawkinson and Tucker Kraft. How are you liking this team, man?
I mean, we crushed it, dude.
Crushed it. I mean,
I feel great about this team.
We took everybody who was not already in a locker and we stuffed them in there. Sorry to everyone in the draft who is now in a locker. You'll be in there until the end of the season. We'll let you out.
How do you feel about just 2 quarterbacks and 2 tight ends? We're not, very insulated there, but I mean, I think that's the way to go. We're not playing to, just make the playoffs and get in 4th place. Like we're trying to get in 1st place.
Yes. I think it is fascinating to me, like where the lines are kind of drawn on, like, when do you need to get a 3rd QB? When do you need to get a 3rd tight end? Again, with Hawkinson, like he's right on the edge there, kind of with like Sam Laporta of, okay, if you take a guy in the next few rounds at tight end, like you'll probably be fine there. Same kind of thing at quarterback, right? Like double tapping in that like 9 to 11 round range is usually okay. But yeah, we're just like we made this Green Bay bet, right, with Jaden Reed and Tucker Kraft. So if that hits, if those guys hit, Jordan Love is going to be the one that's kind of bringing them along there. And I feel very good about Justin Fields' floor and what he offers us.
Yeah,
I think we'll see some big spike weeks.
If the Jets had used a second round pick or something on a quarterback, I'd be a lot more concerned. But their backup is Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah.
I feel great about Justin Fields. Also, they gave him a decent amount of money. I mean, it was was it 2 years, $40 million with $30 million guaranteed or something like that? I mean,
it was a bag. I remember
he's getting this year.
Yeah,
this is his year.
I think he was, if I'm remembering correctly, he was traveling in Japan at the time that they gave him that contract, and we saw videos of him out celebrating with his crew there. Very, very cool to see. And I think Pittsburgh really fucked up by letting him go. But
you're not on the Aaron Rodgers MVP tour train?
No. I'm long off that train. I mean, so much of what made
MVP in 2025, VP in 2028,
and then just a P in 2032. I mean, so much of what made him really great and dangerous was the mobility that he used to have that we saw on display at Green Bay, and that just isn't there anymore for him. So he's got to do it all as the pocket passer. But yeah, Rick Aduzel here in the chat is right. The Aaron Rodgers red zone throw rate. We know how selfish Aaron Rodgers is when they get down to that area of I got to get my stats here. I got to get my touchdown here.
Yeah, and DK Metcalf isn't really a contested ball winner. Where are those touchdowns going to go? Jonnu? Freiermuth could catch a bunch, even though he's the backup, technically.
Yeah. I can't wait to see that offense this year, and also the backfield with Caleb Johnson and Jaylen Warren, how that's going to shake out. I wouldn't be surprised to see either of those guys hit, or maybe even both of them hit to a certain extent this year. You have Jaylen Warren actually pairs really well with Aaron Rodgers, and how much Aaron Rodgers likes to throw the ball to his running backs. So that's really cool. They're talking about Caleb Johnson as a volume runner for them, and how they didn't have any explosives in the run game last year, and they think that Caleb Johnson could bring that to them. I think Jaylen Warren could as well. He was just super banged up last season, had the ankle stuff and another injury as well. It could be a fairly fun offense too.
It could be. I think their offensive line they have a lot of talent on the offensive line.
Yeah, they've invested a lot there on the O line. Evan, are you play poker, right? Are you playing much these days?
Oh, I'm not really a poker guy.
You just wear the hat, the cowboy hat. But I thought that cowboy hat picture was you at a poker.
No. That was at a wedding.
Oh, was it? Oh my God.
Yeah. I was at a wedding. I dressed up as a cowboy for this wedding in Wisconsin.
Oh, wow. All right. I don't know why I thought it was a poker. Maybe it's the poker face that you had on in the photo. What do you do in your spare time, which I'm sure you don't have a ton of, especially football season?
Oh, I mean, I try to exercise, hang out with my daughter. I have Cubs season tickets, so I go to a lot of Cubs games. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. After this, I'm gonna try to figure out something healthy to do. So just try to do healthy stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
Before you co-founded Establish the Run, you were at Roto World for a long time. I believe 13 years at Roto World and NBC. And when you go back and look at names from that period, it's all-star after all-star. That was a factory for producing just incredible talent.
Unbelievable.
What was the dream team
Oh
while you
my
were
God.
there? Was there a year or a period
I kind of don't like doing this because I know that I will leave someone out.
Mhm.
But I mean, the list is just, I mean, it's incredible. You know, I mean, Rich Rebar, Josh Norris, you know, Roto Pat, who's still there. We had Graham Barfield, Mike Clay, Jeff Ratcliffe. Um, God, I mean, I'm gonna leave people out, but it was an unbelievable time. We just like collected talent, and I can't believe that it ended. I mean, it should. It was the greatest website in the history of the internet. Like I say that with like supreme confidence because I know how awesome that time was, and the content that we were putting out was just freaking killer, and the blurbs were awesome, and I mean, yeah, it was. We absolutely had a dream team assembled.
Yeah, like just incredibly informative information on like a not even just a daily basis, like an hourly
Yeah.
basis. And like one of the things that I've always loved about the blurbs is, you know, the humor that's inserted into them.
Hmm.
Which you know really helps when you're consuming a lot of information. It's like, all right, I'm getting actionable information, and I'm also it's being delivered in a very fun way. When you were getting ready to launch Establish the Run, what were your expectations? Like, did you believe it would become the juggernaut that it is today?
I didn't know. I did not know. I had my contract with NBC slash Roto World had expired, and I had like a bunch of options that I could go to. Like people were like trying to get me, and but I knew Adam Levitan. I had worked with Adam Levitan previously, you know, and we were like legit friends, and I felt really comfortable with him, and I decided to do that. I did not know. I didn't know actually. My grandfather, who he was like my hero, he told me to not go. He told me to like stay with NBC and like sign another contract with NBC. And I like didn't do what he told me to do, and that was like the first time that I ever didn't do what my grandfather told me to do. And you know, so I didn't know, but I knew that sports betting was like being legalized, and that was really big. And
Mhm.
I knew that like if I was going to actually make some money as opposed to just living paycheck to paycheck for the rest of my life, then I was going to have to take a chance. So that's what we did, and we're doing good now. We're doing good.
Oh yeah, love it, man. Y'all are y'all are crushing so hard. Lastly, I don't know why I have such a burning desire for this information, but I need to know what Evan Silva's favorite films are.
Oh man. Sandlot is probably my favorite movie of all time. I've watched that with my daughter like maybe 100 times because that's her favorite movie too. She just turned 13 like 3 days ago. Rudy, actually, if you look in the back, you can't see it, I guess. And I don't want to mess with my camera, but there is a signed Rudy Rudiger jersey back there
Whoa.
somewhere. You can see like the bottom of it. That's the picture of where he got his sack.
Well, that's awesome.
Although people say he was offsides, but I've seen the actual film and he was not offsides. Um, you know, Saving Private Ryan is unbelievable.
Yeah.
You know, Inglorious Bastards. You know, I don't know. Yeah, I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, and Glorious Bastards definitely one of my favorite
Yeah,
Tarantino films.
yeah.
I think that might be the film that I went back and rewatched the most in theaters. Like when it initially came out, I watched it like 6 times. I was obsessed with it. Like just such an incredible film there.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, the Hans Landa line, that's a bingo,
Oh
is
man, what a
so funny.
character that guy is. Wow.
Yeah. God, it seems like he came out of nowhere, Chris Chris Baltz, and
Mm-hmm.
wow, amazing in that film, and Django Unchained, and a lot of the other stuff that
Jackie Brown, I think, is one of his most underrated. Obviously, Pulp Fiction.
Yes,
Um,
he has made a bad film.
Why am I Hollywood? Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, like
Yeah.
that kind of like changed my life for like a few months. Like I went into this Charlie Manson like wormhole.
Okay.
I like read a book. I think it was called Helter Skelter, and then I found out that book was just a total sham by the DA. But I like know everything about like Charlie Manson and the ranch and everything because I spent like 2 months just like researching it. It's really a fascinating like how all that went down, and the acid and the government, like you know what I'm talking about. It's like
he was like
it's crazy.
It was really big in the club scene here in Los Angeles. Yeah, I got to get up to Spawn Ranch and check that out here.
Is that still there?
I think it is in some capacity. I don't think it's like anything like it used to be, but yeah, would like to check that out. Yeah, that film, for me, I went on a real journey with that movie, where when I initially watched it in theaters, like I did not care for it at all. I thought
really
just like okay, and then
it's kind of weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of like a hangout day in the life type thing, which traditionally not a Tarantino type film. So like you go to see this Tarantino film, and you're maybe expecting a type of thing, and don't get that exactly. But my friends were all just like, love this movie, 5 stars, just like Tarantino's best. And I was like, I got to give it another shot. So I went back and watched it again, and I didn't love it, but I was like, I liked it. I liked it more. And then as the discourse is happening, and I ended up seeing it a couple more times in theaters, and now it's like that's up there for me in the Tarantino filmography. It's just like once you get into what it actually is, like the type of film that it is, it's so enjoyable. And the performances from Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio, like when he's in his trailer having that meltdown and saying, like, talking to himself in the mirror, like, don't take another drink, like if you get this next scene wrong, I'm gonna off you. Just like really, really wild, fun stuff. Got a question.
Yeah,
my last question. One question here from the chat: when can we expect Man versus Machine?
It is brewing right now because we're taking our hard stances. I would expect it sometimes pretty soon. I mean, hopefully within the next 2 weeks. We really should do more Man versus Machine podcast because people love that. I think it's the best content that we do, honestly, and people love it. I think we only did maybe 2 last year. Shoot, I think we should do one a week.
Do it.
But I would expect within the next hopefully by the end of July, hopefully.
All right. Well, look out for that. All right. Thanks to everyone for hanging out with us here today. On Friday, we have Fantasy Points' Ryan Heath will be drafting with us. I think I referred earlier to today as Friday. It's actually Wednesday. I've completely lost track of time. But Evan, please let us know what you've got going on and where we can find you.
Yeah, I just finished my quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end tiers. They're all posted on establishtheRun.com, updating the top 150 every day as I do more drafts, and the team previews will be rolling out, and then the podcast, we do at least one a week. And yeah, it's not playtime anymore, unfortunately. It's work time. I'm writing like an article a day. So yeah, you can find all that at establishtheRun.com.
Nose to the grindstone. Thank you so much for joining us today, and thanks again for being one of the first in the industry to shout out the Coach Speak Index.
You deserve it, bro.
I had like 300 followers when you shouted us out a couple of years ago when we launched, and that quickly went up to like 700 that day, and then 1,200 the next day. So just so grateful for that, and love to do this again next season, man. And
definitely, let's do it, Greg. It was great talking to you, great meeting you, and thanks to the chat for being nice.
All right, thank y'all. Take it easy. Peace.